I've been having the worst time the last few days. This has been one of the worst. Can you shut up? This has been one of the worst periods I've had in a long time. Like, they always suck horrifically, and I'm always disabled by them and have to make accommodations for myself. But this time, it was so unbearable. And I still have to get some stuff done, even with the accommodations. And yesterday, I literally just ended up sobbing on the floor because I was so miserable. Just like excruciating pain through my whole body, uncontrollable depression, like no sad thoughts or anything, just overwhelming depression, like the chemicals. Ridiculous amounts of nausea, headache, just literally everything. My allergies were going crazy. I couldn't find any toilet paper to wipe my nose, so I had to open this box to get new toilet paper out. Dropped it on my foot. Yeah, by the time I finally got the tissue out to wipe my nose, I was just sobbing on the floor. Yeah, it's been really bad this time around. I think I'm starting to come around on the other side of it. But now, like, I'm just gonna be exhausted. I'm gonna have to recover from all the trauma I just went through for the next week. There have been so many points the last few days where I've just wanted to poof and stop existing because the suffering was so unbearable that I would rather not exist than continue enduring it. Anyway, that's been my last few days. How have your last few days been? I hope they were better than mine. Hopefully it's over now. Also, on a side note, I was seriously considering making a big-ass chocolate cake today. I even, got out the ingredients. I decided against it. It's probably for the best. But yeah, it just feels like I need to have some sort of reward for surviving another month. Or, for surviving another monthly, you know what I mean? But making an entire chocolate cake is a lot of effort. And also a lot of sugar, and I don't really need that, so. Okay, that's all. I've got some bad news, unfortunately. Our escrow, so the house taxes, have gone up by $200 a month. On top of that, my husband's work said they have no intention of giving him his annual raise, which means that basically all of my plans for this year and the future are pretty much down the drain. Because after 2 years of scraping by and struggling to get by, I was under the impression that this year we would actually be above breaking even for once. The plan was we move here, we scrape by for a couple of years, and then things will get better and we can start focusing on our future, we can start improving the present moment, start having something to work towards. And now that's just kind of gone. We're gonna be back to living paycheck to paycheck. And as far as I can tell, things aren't really gonna get better from here. So I've kind of been reevaluating my entire life and future. As much as I have enjoyed living out here, it really is very isolating. And I was fine with that as long as we were gonna have opportunities to explore things creatively or to save up for a future or to live very comfortably. But now that it's looking like none of that is gonna be a possibility, I don't really know if I want to continue living out here for the foreseeable future if we're only gonna be scraping by just to get through the day. And it's really a struggle, and it feels really sad because I've had a lot of plans for things that I wanted to do. This year I've put a lot into this house and this life and this future that I've been planning on. Now that I know that I might have to just give all of it up on a whim, it's just really sad. I wanted to do so many beautiful creative things. I wanted to make so many beautiful things. I had so many plans, and now they're all just kind of tashed, and I don't really know what's left. I'm sure that I'll be here for at least another year, and there are some things that I'll still be able to do, even with the bad news. But I'm having to reconsider and replan everything a lot right now. And I don't know what my future is gonna look like. I don't know what things I'm gonna have to sacrifice and what things I'll be allowed to keep. The future is just so uncertain right now. So that's what's going on. And I've got work to do today, so I'm gonna get up. It hasn't been easy dealing with this new information, but over the last week, I've thought up some strategies to make life more manageable under these new circumstances. But at the same time, I found it hard not to reflect on all the times in the past that I've worked so hard to live a normal life and been rewarded with the modern corporatocracy equivalent of a punch in the gut. And it becomes hard every time this happens not to get swallowed up in a spiral of thoughts, stringing together all the times it's happened. But I push forward, and I try to find little things to live for every day. And ultimately, that's what gets me by. For now. The rain smells really nice.
Just right here.
Does it matter which way this is facing?
Like that. Hold the safety block.
Now that spring is just about here, obviously not here yet, but now that it's almost here, we're deciding to get all of our yard care things assembled, because now we won't have to use that stupid push mower that almost killed us last summer, because we have the real deal stuff now. So we're assembling that now since it's a nice rainy day out and we like rainy days, so we figured if we're gonna come out and do all this, might as well do it while the weather is of our preference, so to speak. So yeah, just had our breakfast out here in the rain, and now we're getting a little work done while our tea cools, and then we'll be having some tea out here. I swear it only rains like maybe 15 times a year here, or rains or snows. It feels like that anyways, so we try to relish in the days that do rain or snow because they don't come very often. Are you excited